My name is Crystal. If you're a return viewer, thank you so much for joining me again. If you're a new viewer, welcome to Crystal Speaks, where we talk about personal development from a positive mindset to productivity, and for developing the skill of speaking to your audience. Today, we're going to talk about a challenge that we all have to learn how to overpower and to overcome. What is it? It is fear. But before we get into the 4 tips and advice on how to overcome and overpower your fears, let's get into the intro.
The feeling of your heart pounding, stomach clenching, and palm sweating. We have all felt it at some point in our lives. Fear. Don't beat yourself up or feel ashamed about it. It is a natural reaction. It is our mind's way of trying to protect us from pain and to keep us safe. When we ignore it, the feeling grows. But I found that acknowledging and accepting it, whether in thought or through words, frees us. We start to realize the flaws in every fear. The experience. If you are to ever overcome your fears, you need to know how it affects you and when is it that you feel afraid. What is your fear experience like? Pause for a few seconds and answer the following questions. Who or what makes you feel afraid? When do you feel fearful? What does it do to you or prevent you from doing? Write down your answers so that you can clearly identify the types of situations that make you feel fearful. It could be that last-minute haste to complete work or to meet the deadline for your assignment, or even talking before a large audience. Whatever it is, you start to stutter, sweat profusely, or just feel anxious. A. Be aware. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Courage faces fear and thereby masters it." What is the root of your fear? We care. I once heard someone say, "We fear because we care," and it is so true. Otherwise, we wouldn't give it a second thought. Not meeting expectations. We bear the burden of failing because we're trying not to let down the high expectations of persons like our parents, or trying to meet our expectations for ourselves. Stepping outside of our comfort zones. The fear of the unknown makes us wonder, what if I'm not good enough? What if I don't do well? What if something bad happens? Once you know what makes you fearful and how it makes you act, link it to the situations that drive your fears so that you can know what you have to grow through or prevent yourself from going through. R. Right the wrong. Michelle Obama said, "Make decisions based on what should happen, not what shouldn't." I found that giving myself permission to be human, to accept that it is okay if I don't have it all together, but I'm willing and making an effort to get my act together, is liberating. Because I recognize my fear triggers from the list of situations that make me feel afraid. So then I can make the effort to avoid them where possible, or prepare myself to mentally overpower them when the fear hits. Exercising or pouring out my thoughts and emotions onto pages of a journal, or taking a stroll or jog outside allows the serenity of nature to help me to release that pent-up energy. Then I can conquer the unknown. But first, I just need to start. Like a diver jumping into the water or out of a plane, I make that first step. Learn what you don't know. Whether you need to do some research or get help from someone else with experience, only then will you be able to know if something can work, instead of giving in to the fear of the unknown. Someone said, decide that you want it more than you're afraid of it. So tap in to your motivation. First, start with your why power. The reason why you value it so much that you're willing to do whatever it takes. Remind yourself of your goals. Listen to that trusted companion who will challenge you to never limit yourself. Or tune in to that song where it gives you the energy you need to do anything. Nelson Mandela said, I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear.
Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this video. If you enjoyed what I had to share, I would appreciate it if you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with someone else who may be able to find these tips helpful. I'm also looking forward to reading your comments on if you found these tips helpful and any suggestions that you may have for future videos. You can also go ahead and connect with me on my Instagram account at crystal_speaks and on my Facebook account at crystalspeaks. Until next time, take care, keep safe, and every day aim to be better, to do better, and to live your best life.